Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
And I'm Steph.
And we right here, we're Rampant Design. Welcome to episode 28. Hey, I got it right that time. Of
28.
Running Rampant, a little show that takes you behind the scenes of Rampant Design. That's us. Talks a little bit about what it's like to run a small business. And then, of course, we take questions and comments from you, our fine furry friends, on the interwebs.
Yeah.
So what's going on this week there, Final Cut Steph?
Well, we have a lot of new stuff going on. We have just released or got started a new site called MakeBetterVideo.net. MakeBetterVideo.net.
That was very slow
So
and
I
articulate.
wanted you to make sure you got the whole
MakeBetterVideo.net.
thing. You got the whole thing, right? So everyone is good? We got that? Yeah. So go check that out, MakeBetterVideo.net. It's a collection of Premiere Adobe stuff, Premiere After Effects tutorials, all in one place. Easy peasy. Check it out.
It's
right
both
there.
easy and peasy. That's what when we designed it, we were like, this is easy, but a little light on the peasy, right?
Right.
No. Okay. So yes, we have MakeBetterVideo.net. It's a bunch of Adobe training hosted by moi and a bunch of friends of mine, like the one and only Kevin P. McAuliffe, Kes Akalono, NLE Ninja, and so many more. We also have FCPX tips coming out, which is Final Cut Steph's tips, and we'll have guest tutorials in that as well. And that is right behind MakeBetterVideo.net. So
It's coming.
We were at a huge conference this week, right?
We were. It was fun. The fine folks over at Iographer, they invited us to join them at the FETC conference here in Orlando, which was very fun. That stands for the something education, future of education technology something conference. I think that's
not something conference.
I think that's actually what it was.
That'd be FETCC.
So it was really great to talk to teachers and educators about video and them. Basically, we were talking to them about starting video in schools, everywhere from public schools all the way to universities and colleges. So it was great to talk to them about using the Iographer for mobile filmmaking and then incorporating Rampant stuff in the post process. So very fun. We got to meet a lot of people. I got to see some old teachers from, I used to work here in school.
OCPS, yo.
It was kind of fun to reminisce with some teachers and see them again. So
for real.
Great trade show. Trade shows are very, very difficult. They
so
are
long.
so long and very tiring, but it was a good show, and we got
to hang with Dave and Mia from
That's
Iographer.
right. We
They're
love those
awesome
guys.
people. So if you don't know anything about Iographer, go to iographer.com, IOGRAPHER.com, and you'll check out some really amazing tools for filmmakers. So so that was basically our wrap up for the week. We spent almost all of last week at the conference because that's what trade shows do. They take up all of your time. It was really great meeting with people, and we're back home. And we're in production on so many new things, including so many more tutorials from both Stefanie and myself. And, well, that leads us up to today's subject, which is...
What time is the 3 o'clock parade?
That's right. And you might be asking, what on earth does that even mean? Stefanie and I both worked for Disney in many, many different divisions, in many different facets. I've worked in marketing. I've worked as a monorail pilot. Yes, I got to drive the giant sky train. It was a lot of fun. And I was also an attraction host at Playhouse Disney. That was a scheduling conflict, but it turned out to be a really great thing for me. But it's like, me here, little tiny kids down there, and I'm sitting there guarding Bear in the big blue house like, you may not pass. It was a lot of fun. And Stefanie, you did.
I've done a bunch of things, actually. I did outdoor foods at Magic Kingdom, and then I did an attractions host at Epcot, and I was also in the parades in entertainment at Epcot. And so we've done a multitude of different jobs. And the one thing that they teach you is you will get this question that people will ask you, and it is no joke, it really does happen. What time is the 3 o'clock parade?
Now, when someone asks you what time is the 3 o'clock parade, your first inclination might be to grab them by the throat and go, it's 3 o'clock, dummy! But you can't do that. What you have to do is take a deep breath and think, what are they actually trying to ask me? Yes. And that's the philosophy that they teach you at the Disney Institute, amongst many, many other things. But the one important thing that we're talking about today is what time is the 3 o'clock parade? So what we want to do is we want to tell you what that means, and then we want to encourage you to try to think about what is your 3 o'clock parade in your business. Because this happens with every business. Happens with us all the time. So basically, what the person is doing is they're coming up to a cast member going, hey, what time's the 3 o'clock parade? The answer is not 3 o'clock. What they're trying to say is a myriad of things like, when does the parade pass from where I'm standing, like right here, or my family's over there? When does the parade go by? Because it starts at 3, it's 3 now, the parade, no hero. That's what, that's more likely the question that they're asking. But because people are busy and they assume that you're tapped into their brain with a Thunderbolt to a brain cable, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. No, it doesn't happen that way. So you have to constantly think, what are you trying to ask us? Now, Final Cut Steph here, she handles all the customer service for Rampant because very early on, she saw me handling customer service and literally punched me in the face and said, you're not answering customer service anymore. So what's some of our 3 o'clock parade questions?
We have a lot.
We do, a
and
lot.
We, sometimes we're like, oh, really? It's a new 3 o'clock parade question. So one of our biggest ones are, what is the difference between a hard drive and a download? And yes, I know it's as simple as one's a download and one's a hard drive, but I have to try to read between the lines and find out actually what they're asking. We go from everything from the difference in pricing to the difference of just delivery. They don't understand that a hard drive comes in the mail. It's a physical form, a physical delivery form versus getting a download as an instant form of delivery. So that's a big one. What's another one?
Let's see. What else? What do we get? What kind of questions do we get all the time? Oh, yes. Well, I'll post a project like new Premiere Pro template. The next comment will be, does this work in Final Cut 10? Or new Final Cut 10 template. Does this work in Adobe Premiere? Well, no. The answer is no. Of course not. It's a Final Cut template or a Premiere template. But what you're asking is, do you have something like this for that thing? Right. So do you have something like this for Final Cut? Do you have something like this for Premiere?
Right.
And the answer is, of course, yes. So try to resist the urge of going, use your brain, people. No, but in reality, they're asking something, and they're either asking it too quickly, or they're being blunt, or they feel like you're not going to respond. You get that comment a lot on YouTube, like, oh, I didn't think someone was going to actually respond to me.
Right.
So try to find the 3 o'clock question in your business. We all have them.
Yeah, you're basically looking beyond what the actual question they're asking and trying to figure out what they want. And that's a big part of customer service in any company, all the way up to the big dogs like Disney, all the way down to small people like us. There's always going to be a question that you're really going to hit your head on the table like, really, that really, what is it? What are you trying to say? So find that, what are your questions? Post them down we would love to hear them, because I know that everyone thinks that they're funny when you hear them, but post your 3 o'clock right here.
Yeah. What's your 3 o'clock question? What customer questions do you get that for you, it's like, well, that's an obvious question. So what are they really asking? Go ahead and share that below. We would love to hear from you guys. I'm trying to think, do we have any other 3 o'clock questions? Trying to think. We get them all the time.
We do get a lot.
I'm just trying to think. I don't.
Sometimes we just get questions that are blatantly obvious to you, and they're too close to the situation as far as they just have to take a step back, and you're the sounding board. So the question comes in as very, simple, and the answer is very easy to see, and it's right in front of you, but the person on the other end doesn't see it because they're too close to the situation.
Right.
So
that
time. Whole thing, just, take a deep breath. Just try to help your customer out the best way you can, and see if you can, get them to the solution that they're looking for. And what's the difference between a hard drive and a download is my question that I get probably on a daily basis. And I understand that it's a very simple answer, but people just want an explanation. And like Sean said, a lot of people just want to talk to somebody. They don't necessarily, they don't understand it. They just want to know that someone's there listening to them. And that's a big part of what we believe in, and answering questions and talking to people on YouTube, talking to people in emails. We really are here. We're accessible. We're not a big, scary corporation that doesn't talk to you. We are here. So it's important for us.
Yeah, a lot of times, like Stefanie just said, a lot of times when people ask you something, they're just trying to open up a channel of communication, right? And then once you start talking, whatever motivation for them to ask you something is going to be revealed, right? So it's not always necessarily the launching salvo into, hot, steamy ignorance. It's really not necessarily someone asking something that doesn't make sense, or maybe it's a language barrier, or maybe it's truly they don't understand. We got a question the other day where someone wrote and said, hey, why is this thing $500? It's like, well, it's not $500. It starts at free, goes up to $19, and goes all the way up to $500. So we could go, hey, it's not $500. You just shut up. You just blah, blah, blah. What's the point? That doesn't make any sense, right? The thing is to stop, roll it back, and go, well, it goes up to $500, but your choices in your range start all the way over here and go all the way to here. And when you walk someone through that, they probably already knew that. They wanted you to articulate it because they want to make sure they're understanding what they're reading, right? Because you've got a static website doesn't matter how fancy your website is, it's still just basically a vending machine. So what people want to do is they actually want to talk to a human being.
That's right.
So that's pretty much it. Hey, and I don't know if you can hear the chew just going by right now.
Chew.
We have this massive train that goes by like every hour on the hour, or 10 minutes after the hour. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it for us this week. We've got lots of new stuff coming. MakeBetterVideo.net is going to be fast and furious with a bunch of new Premiere and After Effects tutorials. I know Final Cut X tips, or Final Cut 10 tips, whatever you want to call it, is going to be fast and furious as well. So look for a lot of stuff. Of course, we'd love to hear from you all, so go ahead and hit us up in the comments. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends about all this.
Right now, everybody stop.
Stop what you're doing. Click that like button.
Click that like button right there.
And click that sub button.
Right there. It's the subscribe.
And then go tell your friends. Especially find your friends who don't know anything about the internet. Just go, hey, friend who's not online. This is weird, but I want you to follow Rampant on a social network. Maybe that won't work. But anyway, so that's it. Not a whole lot of update. We're trying to make up for the fact that last week's episode was 900 hours long.
Yeah, we're trying to keep these short and simple, quick, fast.
Sweet.
Fast tips.
Fast tips.
Business tips.
Business tips. So if you have a question about business, or if you have a question about Rampant, or if you just want to talk to us, hey, say something. Somebody just told us the other day that they saw us at an event and decided not to come up to us because they were shy and they thought we were scary. No, nothing happens. That will never, I might actually do that to Steph maybe, but not to you. Seriously, we are just regular, pretty boring people, and come on and say, hey, it's kind of sad. It was kind of sad to read that email that you got within feet of us and decided, I just don't have anything to say.
We're not scary.
We're not scary. If you just want to talk about pizza or the sky or whatever, who cares? Let's just talk, So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Sean.
I'm Steph.
And you're watching Running Rampant.
Yeah, go check out.
Oh, that's
Everything's
right.
been updated. One more thing.
Right.
We were doing our live shows, and I got behind on posting everything on our actual website. If you want to see this episode or any other episode, go to runningrampant.biz. Because it's all about the biz.
It's all about the
Don't
biz.
forget, .biz, runningrampant.biz for all of our past shows. We have 27 shows that are on there. You can go check them out. You can also check us out on iTunes. All of our stuff is Running Rampant on iTunes. There's a link at runningrampant.biz. So check us out. If you want to leave a review, that would be fantastic. Go check it out and see what you like.
Yeah, there's one review. So thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks to the one guy who reviewed for us. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, anyway, again, for the last time, I'm Sean.
I'm Steph.
We're Rampant Design. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all later.